Nathan, almost, you must be double figures now of training sessions.
Yeah.
How's it going for you?
Well, we believe everything's improving, and the players have bought in to exactly what we want them to do, and so hopefully we can start seeing some dividends, really. I mean, I was very pleased last week, if I'm honest, with massive parts of the performance. It's just sort of key little things that went against us. We conceded from a free kick, which can happen. Then we missed a penalty, which, again, these things can happen, but they're happening to this football club at a far greater sort of quantity than others. And then we sort of conceded from a counter-attack, which those are things we've worked on. So hopefully, look, if we can eradicate those things, then we can put performances together and win some games.
Now you've settled down, and you say you're seeing the small shoots of recovery. Have you set yourself any targets that you've shared with the players in terms of what you want to achieve this season?
Look, what we have done, we haven't set them too big a target in terms of things, but what we have done, we do monthly targets, so the players set their own targets of what they feel is achievable per month. Obviously we have ones which we feel, but we let the players do that, so let's see if we can hit those first. If we can hit this month's target, then we'll do it again for the next month, and if we do that, then look, we'll be in a far better place to start thinking about what can happen in the future.
And you made Danny Barr the captain for the last match. There's lots of conspiracy theories going around social media as to why you did that. There's no leaders in the dressing room, etc. What were your reasons for that, if you don't mind sharing?
Well, we brought Danny in to be a leader. Now, look, Ryan's been a good captain for the football club, but we kind of brought Danny in to be that. He's been at captains at other clubs. So look, if Ryan had been in the team, he would have been captain. I haven't tried to replace Ryan in any way. It's just for that game. We felt that Danny was probably, a big an organiser and a leader as we have, so we made him captain. Nothing, no conspiracy in it whatsoever, and anything. It's just that fact.
And on to West Brom. They're obviously flying high at the moment, scoring lots of goals. We're going to have to play well to beat them, but you must be pleased by the way we played against Leeds and hope we can transfer that to this game.
Of course, but look, we have some fantastic players as well that, given a bit more time working with them now, then that hopefully we can compete with West Brom. West Brom are a fantastic team. They really are. They're a similar sort of probably there's parallels in the recent history with the clubs and so on. They've had to contend with coming down from the Premier League and the expectation of going back up, and they've handled the Championship slightly better than we have at the minute. They're probably more used to it because they've been in the Championship far more recent than Stoke did. So look, it's going to be a tough game. They have some fantastic players, but so do we. So let us start playing to our potential. And if we do that, we'll be a better side.
And when things aren't going great, and as I've said, we've not had the best of seasons so far, you learn a lot about the characters in your dressing room and how people handle adversity. As a manager, you've got to react to all these players and work with them. How's your man management skills in your opinion?
Well, I believe in them. I believe in what I do. But in terms of us, I have to make sure that there's been certain things here that they haven't picked up results recently. Probably a year and a half for not picking up results, and there's got to be some reason for that. And for me, I'd like to change I'd change the trajectory of the club and especially the team and results. Now to do that, you have to manage and inspire and motivate players. And look, I think we do that. I think we work hard every day. We ask them to be better every day. They're getting a lot fitter. They're getting, we believe, buying into what we've done. But no, of course, I have to build up personal relationships. That does take time, but I think I'm getting there with quite a lot. I've seen people that I definitely want to take forward and spoke to them about things. It's people I see that were maybe underachieving or might not quite getting the full potential out of the ability they have, and those are the kind of conversations you have. But those things take time. I'm not suddenly going to be anyone's best friend in 3 to 4 weeks, but hopefully they see that we do good work. They see that we care. They see that we work tirelessly, 12 hours a day. So if they respond to that, then that'll be good.
It's not just physical fitness though, is it? It's mental fitness as well. When we go a goal behind, the heads sometimes drop. Is that a major problem?
Whether it's a major problem, I don't know. Look, statistically, if you do concede the first goal, then you're on a difficult wicket then anyway. But I don't think that they have as much of a mental problem. I think what they've got to do, they've got to you know, find a formula that we get good platforms in games, that we build on a foundation. Once we built on that foundation, then, you know, as we did at Leeds, we had a good foundation, we got a goal, and then as they pressed, we were able to get another one, and things. So those are the kind of things we have to build into. We're not suddenly we can become the most elaborate, outstanding team. You know, it's a work in progress. We're going to build, but we have to make sure that we give ourselves a real good platform. Now, for 43 minutes of the day, I thought we were in total control, absolutely total control of the game, had no real problem. For a minute and a half, they then had a little bit of pressure, and then they scored from the free kick. So the first bit of pressure they had, they scored from that. Second half, again, we started well, had better chances, but then conceded from a counter-attack when we were probably forcing the issue or pushing the issue. Now those are things we've just had to brush up on, and if we do that, then we can build that foundation to be a better team. And
you have said that counter-attacking type of move has cost us since you've been here, and have you done much work on that this week? Or?
Yeah, and we've done work every week. It's just momentary, you know, switching off, and in the Championship you can't do that. You know, at Similish, as my previous club, in the way that we wanted to play, the only time we were ever really troubled in games were set plays and with counter-attack. So we rectified that, and then once we'd done that, then we were able to dominate games because we controlled the game from a real strong base. So that's what we've got to get. We've got to make sure we've got that foundation, and then we can go and play the football we want to be and be the side that we want to be.
And how are we fitness-wise and injury-wise?
Very good. Apart from Charlie's touch and go, but apart from that, we're pretty much full strength.
Thank you.
One of the problems that Stoke have had in the last 18 months, certainly the managers have had, is they could lead the horse to water, but they couldn't make him drink. And basically, they had good training sessions, good players, arguably. But when they crossed that white line onto the pitch, the performances just seemed to disappear. Would you say that's probably the most difficult problem that you face at the moment?
Look, in the past, things have happened. Look, what we've done, we've started from scratch. We've given them sort of, you know, apart from the Brentford game aside, because you had no time really to work with them. I think performances haven't been bad, to be honest. We dominated against Shrewsbury, and it's just that switching off for 8-9 minutes and you're out of the cup. Whereas we were totally dominant. You won't see a more dominant performance for 70 minutes at whatever level you look at. And then obviously the Leeds game was an excellent result. We were too passive against Preston and deservedly lost the game, but against Hull I thought we were very unfortunate. So even though we haven't picked up results, I think performances have improved. I think we're starting to get a hold on games. We're starting to try to control games, which is, to do at this level is difficult, but we're getting there. So yeah, okay, you can lead the horse to water, you can train them, but it's just they've got to get confidence. They've got to get that sort of. It is a kind of a confidence that results bring. So however we get those results, we get them, and then you can start to build that. So we'll still take them to water. We'll, you know, maybe scoop a bit out for them as well, and then hopefully we can all get some drink.
I like the sound of that. Thanks.
Very hot, folks. Onto the radios.